Hi guys, first video introduction to my new channel, and that is the DIY Energy Power Plant channel on YouTube. And I decided to move to a different name that was more representative of what I'm doing, and I think more people can find me as a result. Without further ado, wanted to go into what kind of projects I'm working on and share ideas with others on the internet and YouTube, and build a future using mostly alternative energy. Not everything is alternative energy. Might be a hybrid of what's currently available, but I think there'll be a lot of cool things on this channel. I hope to share with other people, and certainly I can learn from others. Without further ado, I wanted to back up and kind of go over where I've been focusing my time. In front of me here is a Harbor Freight 13 horsepower Greyhound engine. There are actually 3 engines here, and this is part of the experimentation that I'm going to be doing with off-grid energy generation. Now, these are not really for long-term use. These are more of using a power plant like this on a variable basis. If I need 13 horsepower or 26, or heck, I can add the third one, which is another 14 horsepower if I want to, based on needs. And the idea here is, basically getting only the amount of power that I need is on a general basis. Some of you who know me know I have a pretty good size solar power system, which has been great, and it's been working well. You can hear it actually in the background. And the big disadvantage that I'm finding is without a large battery bank, there just isn't enough power to run anything at night. And if you live in a warm climate like I do, that's a big factor. A lot of your energy gets used at night with your air conditioning, and it's just not tolerable to live in a highly humid area where it's really hot. Moving along here, to the left is a recent acquisition of mine. This is the 25.6 kilowatt single phase generator. It is a continuous duty generator, and it came from Central Georgia Generators. Real nice guy. I think his name is Tom there, but old school type of customer service. Nice guy. On top here is the direct drive. Some people call these Lovejoy connectors. You can see this is massive. I think this is a 48 millimeter hole, which would couple to the shaft. It's here's my hand. I mean, this thing is a monster, but I'm looking forward to getting this going in the next few weeks and testing it under different types of fuels, different types of engines, and loading characteristics. Speaking of fuels, the most progressive fuel that I'm using is wood gas, or going to be using, I should say. This is part of the system here. Some of you may recognize this. If not, that's fine. I'll go through it. This is an oxygen sensor, much like you find in your automobile. And basically this will go into the wood gas generation pipe, or one of them. And then this is an Arduino. This is a microprocessor. I basically put this together, and the signal from the oxygen sensor is converted here at the Arduino, and then this unit here is a servo, and this opens and closes an air valve, or vane, if you will, controlling the air-fuel ratio. So I've been working on that, and that's been a lot of fun. Looking forward to putting that together. Over here is kind of the hoarder's collection of things I'm going to be using. These are, I think they're called PIDs, but they're basically an electrical instrument that will measure, say, heat in Celsius or Fahrenheit, or pressure, or volts, or amps, just about anything. They are Chinese. They have a relay inside, so they have presets, so if you hit a certain voltage, you can turn on or off. So they're really neat. So when you're doing process control, which I'll be doing with wood gasification, these are really slick. They run around 15 bucks a piece. These are the stainless steel jets I'll be using in my gasifier. These instrumentation pieces over here I've collected over the years. You've got some oil pressure meters, some map sensors. You have a mass airflow sensor, which I'll be integrating into the Arduino. There's a gentleman up in Michigan, Vulcan Gasifiers, who kind of mentioned some ideas along those lines, as well as building an Arduino governor. And just some miscellaneous. It's nice to have, over the years you pick up stuff, you're like, I should probably just throw this out. And then all of a sudden, hey, wait a minute, I got a use for it. Over here is the kind of a shell of the gasifier. It's coming along. Tomorrow I'll go and pick up some more pieces for it. It's essentially 2 large 100-pound propane tanks that are going to be converted. There's going to be a lot of piping and so forth. Excuse me, I'm just starting on this, but I'm pretty excited. So basically through pyrolysis, we're heating up wood and then cracking off hydrogen and carbon monoxide, which is a fuel that is going to be burnt in an engine. Now, I mentioned the Harbor Freight motors here. For long term, these aren't going to be practical by any means. My long-term goal is to use a 351 Windsor Ford motor that I have that has about 3,000 to 5,000 miles on it. I rebuilt it myself. It runs beautifully. So I'm going to yank that pretty soon, and that will be initially belt driven to the generator. I kind of like the idea of belt driving it, even though I have the direct drive, because it gives you flexibility. You can move things around, and so I'm going to start there. Maybe I'll end up direct drive. I don't know. I mean, that's certainly an option, but it's more than enough horsepower to run this. And that's the idea. If you're not familiar with wood gas, you lose about 30 to 40% of the power rating of the engine, so you want to go big. And that's kind of what I'm doing along those lines. So lots of projects. I also have a wind turbine that's coming together nicely. I went to the scrapyard today and got some pieces for it. And I will show you that in another video and kind of update you on where that's at.